3 and some change left to play here in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark pulls it back, knocks it down. Her third 3 of the quarter.
But they're not going to do that. And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, 3-ball in the way, and good. Boy, that cost Seattle 3 points, and they should have never had the ball there.
She's really good interior passing, but Indiana's got to stop letting the ball get into the paint. They've got to keep it out.
Clark, step back, hits a three. Just no space. Connecticut everywhere. Here's Clark with Banham guarding her. Clark gets bumped, will take, and hit from 3. Clark up to 18 points. Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over her. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting. Caitlin Clark with a difficult look from deep.
When we talk about generational talents in basketball, one name that's impossible to ignore is Caitlin Clark.
Can they defend and stop other players from other teams from scoring?
Well, last year Indiana was 10th in pace. Christy Sides telling us Clark rattles her second 3.
Here's Clark. Picked up now by Dee Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back 3 just below the logo, drills it.
After a rough start. Clark, a little bit of daylight.
Sets up her ability to drive. She is a hard check, tough to keep in front.
Clark, step back, hits a 3.
She's not just a great scorer. She's not just a great passer. She's a complete package, a player with elite skills, unmatched court vision, and a competitive fire that fuels every possession she touches. From the very beginning of her collegiate career, Caitlin Clark made it clear she wasn't here to play by the usual rules.
As Lainey Hamilton has been to Caitlin Clark all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark connects on a deep 3. Boston setting up Clark. ABC.
Beautiful basketball, great execution.
Tina Charles off the bench, going to be a lot of their core and how they find success this year. And there's Samuelson lining up a 3.
I'm glad you mentioned that tempo. They struggle, they don't play as well, but here is a huge steal, which again, they play so well in transition. The defense, where was she going to stand in the defense? And as time has gone by, she's done a great job.
She was here to break records, shift narratives, and redefine what it means to be a point guard in today's game. What immediately stands out about Clark is her shooting range.
How about the fact Seattle had 11 wins all of last season? They're already at 10. Looking to tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown and knocks it down. Caitlin Clark.
Clark launches, nails it. 13. And Clark penetrating, opens up 3 for 3 with a quick 7 points.
And Smith misses on the bank shot as the pace starts to pick up here from Indy. The hesitation, Clark gets to the rim.
And you force a Seattle timeout.
This is someone who can pull up from way beyond the three-point arc effortlessly and make it look like a routine jumper. She's fearless when she shoots, but more importantly, she's calculated. Her shot selection may look bold, but it's backed by skill, confidence, and hours of repetition.
By playing together, you will hear all of these favorite players talk about the flow that they're developing.
Caitlin gives.
Again, keeping her dribble alive. We saw this a lot in the first quarter. This time,
Sprinkle a little zone in. This is the Atlanta team has the worst field goal percentage in the league. Good coaching move.
Clark turns the corner and gets to the rim. It takes 3 members of the national team to secure the rebound. Knocked away by Clark. Here's Clark ahead of the field. Caitlin Clark has her first All-Star point.
And Finlay, love it. Pretty with the finish.
Her ball handling is elite. Clark knows how to create space for herself with slick crossovers, quick step backs.
Carrington off the mark as Clark steps into a 3 and knocks it down. Hines Allen will launch and miss on a 3 ball. Mystics have opened up 0-4 from the floor. Clark, good feed inside. It's Samuelson.
Basketball by Katie Lou Samuelson, and Caitlin on a dime right there.
Isolation here for Mitchell.
Clark, another one.
This is where Caitlin Clark wants to play faster. Oh, she finds a cutting Boston, and the vision from Clark. She's got 5 assists in just over 5 minutes.
And an innate ability to change pace. She keeps defenders guessing, never overcommitting, always reading the floor like a seasoned chess master. Every dribble has a purpose. Every movement draws the defense in, setting the stage for what comes next. She understands spacing. She understands timing.
Clark trying to get around Mabry. Clark to the rim, reverses it home through the contact.
Christine, a little bit earlier, I asked Diana, what was your playing weight at UConn? She said 180. I said, what's your playing weight now? She said 155.
Well, there were a few factors that
Felt like she took some contact there from Griner. Doesn't get the call. Clark working the baseline. It knocked off the underside of the backboard. Did a nice job to recover. And bounces inside. Pretty fine to Mitchell.
And you know what? They usually tell you.
Clark airballs the 3. Smith keeps it alive. Clark with the shot clock fading. Great look, and Smith lays it in.
And most importantly, she understands her teammates, their habits, their preferences.
And one other thing, if Caitlin Clark gets going, she's one of the few players that has the ability to turn your own building against you. Griner has it come off. Clark with the pull. Boston with a nice rim run.
Here's just 1 of 5. How about back? Bidley running the floor there. And the find there from Clark.
see, this is the small lineup I'm talking about with Katie Lou Samuelson at the 4.
Clark bounce pass it, Smith again.
All I heard was Beyonce running in my head at that point. And with that 3 over Ryan Howard, ties the WNBA rookie record that Ryan Howard set. And Kelsey Mitchell gives them back-to-back threes.
And how to set them up for success. And yet her leadership isn't limited to assists and shot creation. Caitlin Clark leads by example through hustle, resilience, and clutch performances. When the game is on the line, she wants the ball in her hands. And more often than not, she delivers. Whether it's hitting a deep 3 with the shot clock winding down, drawing contact and finishing through it, or rallying her team with an emotional outburst, Clark has that it factor. The kind of presence that lifts everyone around her. The kind of energy that fans remember and opponents fear. And let's not forget her rebounding. Despite being a guard, Clark crashes the boards, hustles for loose balls, and isn't afraid of contact. She plays with grit, the kind that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet but makes a world of difference in the flow of a game. If you enjoyed those insane highlights and jaw-dropping plays, make sure to give this video a like and drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing basketball content, highlights, and player breakdowns just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.